说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello there, newbies. This is Chinese Pod. We have a lesson in spoken Mandarin. My name is Ken Carroll.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
We're talking about precisely what are we talking about, Jenny?
I've got something to do tomorrow.
You've got something to do tomorrow.
对的。
Okay. So you're going to talk about, in the dialogue, we're going to talk about how you express
Yes.
that type of thing, something to do tomorrow. Do you want to give us a preview of the lesson? Because this is a relatively challenging newbie lesson right here.
Yes. Now let's look at this expression. 我有事。我有事。
我有事. Now, just briefly tell us something about that. What does it mean?
Okay, 我 means I,
Yes.
the pronoun. 有事 means have something to do.
Now, the verb to have is
有
great. So the expression I have is
我有我有 对
All right. And so the third bit
是
means something to do.
Yes.
Wow. Let's hear it again.
我有事
Wow, interesting. Now, so here's the dialogue. Let's sit back, listen to it, and we'll come back and then we'll play
Break it
with
down.
it.
Dialogue first time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的，
Second time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的，
Third time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的，
All right, let's do the translation, shall we?
Yes. 你明天来吗？
Are you coming tomorrow?
你明天来吗？
Are you coming tomorrow?
你明天来吗？对不起，明天我有事。
Sorry, but I have something to do tomorrow.
对不起，明天我有事。
Sorry, I have something to do tomorrow.
对不起，明天我有事。那下次吧。
All right, then next time.
那下次吧。
Next time then.
那下次吧。好的，
Okay.
好的，
All right.
好的。
Okay, now where do you foresee this type of interaction happening? What?
Maybe you're asking a friend out for dinner.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, he has some previous
Yeah.
engagements.
Yeah. So it could be the 来, meaning come. Mean could be to my house or to an event or to
Yes.
a restaurant or whatever. Okay. So maybe it's just trying to confirm perhaps an event, an agreement or some kind of
Exactly.
thing. So this is how you would do it. And it could be on the phone. You could, it could be in many contexts, face to face. So here's confirmation of an event tomorrow. Right, now, so let's get into the detail a little bit. Because the way we like to do it here first is to translate it at the level of what we would call a functional level. In other words, we translate the idiomatic translation. We give you the meaning in that sense, in the way that the general idea comes across. But there are specifics, because things don't always translate really, really clearly.
Yeah.
Now, there are specifics here that we would need to look at. And Jenny, if you'd be so kind as to take it from the top, we could actually get into the detail.
好的，你明天来吗？你明天来吗？
Okay, now, straight off the bat, do you have the personal pronoun for the second person
Yes.
singular, and that is
你
now, 你 means you. All right. Now, the expression for tomorrow,
明天
now the tones on 明天 are
second and first. 明天
second and first. 明天. Good. Now, the verb to come is
来 来 second tone too.
Okay. And then at the end, we had a particle which converted the thing into a question.
Yes, the magical particle ma.
Great. So when you put the whole thing together, you get
你明天来吗？你明天来吗？
now word for word translation here is you tomorrow come question mark.
Yes.
There you go. So are you coming tomorrow? Now in English, we start with a verb. We'll say are you. It's a kind of an auxiliary verb, and we say are you coming tomorrow?
Yep.
In Chinese, literally, it's you tomorrow coming question. There you go. Now, the answer in this case was a polite refusal. And those are really important in Chinese because you got to be very diplomatic.
Yes.
Let's hear how this one happened.
对不起，明天我有事。对不起，明天我有事。
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
Now, the expression for sorry or apologies or excuse me is here.
对不起，对不起。
对不起.
The
Now,
most common expression
most common.
for
Now, we
sorry
won't-
apology.
Exactly. Now, we won't go into too much explanation of why that is. It just remember it's a way to apologize, right?
Yes.
So the tones on 对不起 are
Fourth, neutral, and third.
okay.
对不起，对不起。
There you go. 对不起.
对的。
That's how you say sorry or I apologize. Never, that could function in many, many ways you could use it. And it could function as a sentence in and of itself. If you
Yeah.
couldn't say more, let's say, but you knew somebody was asking, you would say, oh, 对不起. And they would infer that you couldn't go along.
Yeah.
Now, why in this case can you not go along to whatever this event was?
明天我有事。明天我有事。
Now, here we have the expression again for tomorrow.
明天，明天
And the pronoun I, me, myself.
我
And then we get the expression that we previewed earlier.
有事，有事。
有事. Now, 事 here means
A thing, a
Things.
matter, business.
right. And 有 is the verb to have.
have.
So I have matters, I have things, I have
Business to look
business,
after.
something to do. Now, so let's hear the full sentence.
明天我有事。明天我有事。
Now, notice at the beginning, obviously we have 对不起, but notice that we have 明天我有事. Now, in the first question, it was 你.
你.
The pronoun came first, but here the word for tomorrow comes first. You could do it the other way around.
You can
here,
switch the order.
but this is perhaps more natural.
Yes.
So again, you want to apologize. I can't come to the party. You just say.
对不起，明天我有事。
There you go. Now, I do suggest that, we have to analyze to a certain extent, but I do strongly recommend to the learner that you learn in groups of words, learn groups as they
exactly.
actually happen in real life, in situ, as it were,
Yes.
in context, and with the sort of lexical friends that they're likely to appear with. So this is totally high frequency stuff here. 对不起，明天我有事. Sorry, I can't make it because I have something to do tomorrow. Now, so the diplomatic reply is,
那下次吧。那下次吧。
now tell us about this sentence, please, Jenny.
那 literally means that.
That.
And it can mean, well, in that case,
Okay.
as it does in this sentence.
Yes.
那下次吧，下次 means next time.
Yes.
And the particle 吧 at the end softens the tone.
Softens the tone. All right. So let's look at it again for a second. Now, next time.
下次下次
下次.
Yeah.
Both fourth tones, right?
Correct.
Yeah, good. Really, really useful. Next time, let's hear it again, please.
下次下次
Now, and with the particle at the end, you have.
吧下次吧下次吧
Now, the difference just between saying 下次 and 下次吧. Tell us about that.
下次 would in itself would sound really robotic.
Okay.
And perhaps slightly annoyed.
Yes, and rude perhaps, because it would
Yeah.
indicate you're just another number at my party.
Yes.
You're not making shots at next time.
Yeah.
So the
Very
ba-
abrupt.
slightly abrupt. So, but the ba here just functions to soften it. Yeah, to say, okay, the equivalent of saying, all right then.
Yes.
You know, next time. There you go. And to wrap it up, you have.
好的好的
Now, to be totally honest, I mean, to end the phrase on this expression is also slightly kind of.
You can do more than
You
好的
could,
but yeah, it would suffice.
It's okay.
Also depends on the tone of voice, of
Yeah,
course. If
好
you
的
say it, in a very friendly way, 好的
好的. So,
perfect.
好的 just means that I'm in agreement.
Yes.
That's fine. That's okay.
对
Yes, sometimes we have to make the discussion slightly, very slightly unrealistic in that sense. If it was me, I'd say 好的 and maybe add something else just to make
Yeah.
sure it was coming across as a polite refusal to an invitation. Let's listen to it 3 more times.
好的 Dialogue first time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的，
Second time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的，
Third time.
你明天来吗？
对不起，明天我有事。
那下次吧。
好的。
Now, you will, I think, find that your time is well spent if you go to ChinesePod.com to explore this, find the ways that you personally like to learn, study, and find relations, find associations between words
Yes.
that you see here and other words. And that's one of the fun bits, I think, of learning Chinese, seeing the links. That's called language learning right there. That's the interlanguage. That's building it by exploring and finding, discovering for yourself, not having someone necessarily just tell you the whole thing. I think the exploration bit is where all of these associations come into it. That's just me. That's just my idea.
And mine.
Oh, good. We'll be back again tomorrow with another lesson.
下次
Next time. But right now, it's time to say
再见
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0663.
So just go to
www.chinesepod.com/0663
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/
0663.